does When Wellness stand on BCAAs? Well, before we even talk about that, what are BCAAs? Well, they're branched-chain amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. And we always say here at When Wellness, we love leucine because leucine is the amino acid that is most intimately involved in muscle protein synthesis. As all three of these amino acids are involved in muscle protein synthesis, or synthesizing proteins in our muscles to help build muscle, right? That's really just a fancy way of saying helping to grow proteins in your muscles and grow your muscles, right? Leucine is definitely king. Now, we find, and that's why you take it at a 2-to-1 ratio, leucine to isoleucine to valine. If you're going to take BCAAs. They've studied many other ratios. They've studied 3-to-1. They've studied 2-to-1 to 1.2. The 1.2 was valine. If you were curious, and really no proof that there's additional benefit over the 2-to-1. So you could just go with that. I've taken a 2.5 to 1-to-1 in the past, and it's worked well for me. But this very much so depends on how much protein you're getting from the diet, because the BCAAs are essential amino acids, meaning we need to get them from food. Our bodies don't produce them. So it seems like, hypothetically, if these are the primary amino acids that are involved in growing muscles in our muscle, well, if I take a lot of them, won't I just build a lot more muscle? Well, it isn't that simple. It depends on how much protein you get throughout the day. And 1 gram per pound of body weight is a simple recommendation for the vast majority of people to build muscle. 0.68 to 1.23 grams per pound, Examine has said, based on the research, is a mark you would like to lean towards the higher end of if you're looking to also burn fat. And you can even get up to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight of protein in itself. This is not just talking about BCAAs, this is talking about protein for the whole day. So 1.5 times your body weight in grams if you're looking to body build and things of that nature and burn a lot more fat, because all that protein is going to contribute to the growth of lean muscle mass, and that's going to raise your resting metabolic rate, so you'll just be burning all day. Right? It takes more energy for your body to digest protein, having a higher thermic effect than other macronutrients, fats, and carbs, and it leaves you feeling fuller. So for all these reasons, having more protein helps you to burn more fat, and having more protein helps you to build more muscle, at least up to a point. So wait, let's get back to the BCAAs. So if I just take those, then I'm going to build muscle. Well, we said you find them in high amounts in what? Meat, fish, seafood, things of that nature. So if you eat a lot of that and you already take protein powders, supplementing with BCAAs seems a bit redundant, right? And for that reason, currently I'm not even taking BCAAs because I eat a lot of protein from food. And when you get it from food, it has other natural constituents nature intended to be combined with the amino acids to support boost in metabolism and muscle growth and optimal health, right? So that's really the big takeaway here. But having said that, the BCAAs enhance exercise performance. We did mention them when we were talking about tart cherry yesterday for supporting recovery and reducing soreness, things of that nature, reducing inflammation, right? And, are they going to help with exercise performance? Because they were on that list as a secondary option. They're not a primary option, a secondary option. Well, really, the research shows that their effect will be minimal in themselves when taken in isolation for enhancing exercise performance. So what are they, total BS? Well, no. When it comes to reducing muscle damage and muscle soreness in people that are avid lifters, people that do intense exercise frequently, or intense aerobic exercise frequently, any sort of intense exercise, they are beneficial in that regard for reducing muscle damage and muscle soreness. So they really only have 2 advantages over protein powders, aside from the fact that recently, we found out very recently, a lot of these protein powders out there, we did a When Wellness video on that, contain high levels of toxic heavy metals. So for that reason, definitely just get it all from food, right? Get all your protein from food, get all your nutrition from food. That is first and foremost. Supplements are way second, right? Not even a close second. They're definitely far in second. And if you do that, you probably don't have to take all too many supplements in the first place. Now, when it comes to BCAAs versus protein powder, however, they confer 2 advantages, as aforementioned. One is that you can take them right before your workout, and they are less likely to cause nausea and cramping. 2 is that they don't contain tryptophan. Tryptophan is another essential amino acid, and I say that slow because we don't want to throw words by you or anything. You don't know what they mean, right? Essential means you need to get it from the diet, right? Your bodies don't make it. And remember, these BCAAs are essential, but there are 9 essential amino acids, and tryptophan is another one of them. So in these protein powders, they commonly put a lot of EAAs, essential amino acids, right? That's what that stands for. And so they'll put all 9 of them in most protein powders, at least good ones, right? And tryptophan is one of them. Well, the issue with tryptophan is it could induce exercise-related fatigue. Now remember, it is in the pathway with serotonin and then eventually also melatonin, right? And so, maybe it's not the best thing to have, say, right before your workout. But how many BCAAs should you have for your workout in order to support reductions in soreness and to support recovery, right? Well, reducing muscle damage, right? More specifically, 10 to 20 grams right before your workout should suffice, right? And old research, at least last year, said 91 milligrams per pound of body weight in a day is the minimum, really, that people should be having, whether you're getting it from food or you're getting them through supplementation, in order to optimize recovery and muscle growth, right? So they will contribute to muscle growth. Everything comes with a caveat. If you take them and you do not get enough protein, remember, we said that mark you want to hit, in simple, for the vast majority of people, is a gram per pound. If somebody who works out a lot, it could be 1.2 to 1.5 grams per pound. So if you're somebody that's having like 60 grams per pound not 60 grams per pound, 60% of your body weight in grams, 0.6 grams per pound in the day, that's just not enough to support optimal muscle growth. And then if you took BCAAs, well, they would of course be helpful, right? But if you're already eating 1.5 grams per pound of body weight in protein throughout the day, and you're eating a lot of meat and fish, and hopefully a lot of fiber and healthy fats and micronutrients from plant foods too, and all that good stuff, then you probably don't need them. That's the gist on BCAAs. So, hope you guys got something out of it. Who do we got on here? Let's say what's up. To the homies we're going to go. Zero Limit Fitness. Check them out. Spelled with an X in the beginning of his name. Absolute beast. Ben is. He's a great model of proper form and exercise, when to slightly alter the form to get the most out of the exercise, and how to go to true failure and how it works. Just a picture of that. So definitely check him out. He's right here. My man. Long Island Pete, how you doing? Torres. Kennedy. Kosova Sadek, appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Sabia, what's up, baby girl? Sibia. Hey. Westward. I always do that. I correct myself. Danny, what's up, my man? How you doing, beast? And Erica. As for now, so we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you very much. And happy When Wellness. That's BCAAs for you. Yeah, you got it, Ben. I speak the truth, brother. Peace.